it's Diane from Teach Pre-K, and today I want to do a little video for teachers about being a teacher, especially of very little kids, when you are under extreme stress. And I'm talking about a sick family member who's passed, you being sick, you having, a chronic pain condition, maybe a loved one getting cancer and needing to go through treatment, someone in your family losing a job. I have had all those things happen to me while teaching young children. And it's been tough because you're the preschool teacher. And as the preschool teacher, you have a smile on your face all the time. You have infinite patience. You have a soft, happy voice. You phrase everything in the positive. You are gentle and nurturing and loving and silly, and you just come up with entertaining things on the fly, and everyone is happy and moving and having a great day. So we also face a lot of behavior issues that are very varied, from severe to just minor annoyances, all throughout our day, from the moment we open our door to when we close the door and turn off the lights at the end of our day. So what are we supposed to do when a family member loses a job and everything's on you? What if that family member ends up getting a cancer diagnosis shortly after? What if your father dies suddenly? What if your mother, who is now alone, gets diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia? What if your daughter's getting married in a few months? It's all raining down. I've had it all rain down on me at once, sometimes bits and pieces. Right now, it's mostly my 88-year-old mother with Alzheimer's dementia is to a point where she can't take care of herself at home anymore. My sisters and I have been doing the groceries, the laundry, the cooking, the everything for her, and we can't do it anymore. And she's calling the police constantly for every little thing. So it's time. So I did something that I haven't done ever in my whole career. Last Tuesday, it was President's Day weekend, and we are not allowed to take days before or after a long weekend off because everybody wants to do that. It's really hard to find subs, but I had to put a call into my principal and say, I know you don't like us doing that, but I have to take a mental health day. I won't make it. I cannot see myself making it through a day. I can't stop crying. I have a million and one things to do. I need a day where I don't answer texts. I don't answer my phone. I don't fill out paperwork. I don't do anything that's about school or my mother or my family. I need quiet, and I need to be alone to sort out my own head. So I took a day. I got a sub and took a day. Best thing I ever did for myself. And I started thinking about our personal days and our sick days and our family medical leave days that are part of our benefits package, hopefully. I have it as part of my benefits package. I have 3 months worth of sick days saved up because I never take sick days. I've never used family medical leave, even with my mom having Alzheimer's and my unemployed husband having cancer and having cancer surgery. I found ways to work it that I didn't need to use any of that. But the truth is, you guys, we work for that, not in spite of it or, anything like that. You work for that. So I want you to remember to take your personal days, take your sick days. If your head is so scrambled that you can't focus and all you want to do is sleep, do you think you are well? You're not. You're not well. Take a sick day. Take a mental health day. Do whatever you've got to do. It's going to be fine. No one's going to die. Who cares if they have a bad day? Do you want to go have a worse day? People who are mentally and physically capable of handling that bad day will be in your place because you are not. So remember, put the mask on yourself first, then help the child. So what I did was I took a mental health day for the first time ever, and it was one of the best days I've had in the longest time. I didn't communicate with anyone. I did whatever I wanted to do. I ate what I wanted to eat. I ate a whole pint of ice cream. It was my emotional support ice cream. One thing that I have in place that made that easier was I am extremely organized in my classroom. I have a cart next to my little circle time stool, and it says, there's one that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, circle time, props, extra activities, books, everything is there. Letter of the week has its own drawer. Name of the day has its own drawer. And everything that my aides need or that a sub would need is ready for the next unit. Well, it was a long weekend and I didn't feel like getting all that stuff ready. So I went in on President's Day and it took me 25 minutes to put all the things out that I wanted for the week, even though I was going to be gone one day. I didn't know. I didn't know if that one day would do the trick for me. Thank God it did. But I got everything ready. I got everything out and ready for the teachers coming in. I had a good sub coming in. I let them know, hey guys, everything's ready for you. I've made the copies you need. I have the activities and everything you need for the activities. They're out and ready. I looked at my plan and what I had planned. I just was like, I can't do that. I'm not going to be there. That's an activity that I know how to do, but I'm not going to ask these people to mix plaster for fossils when I'm not there. I will do that during the week when I'm there. I didn't, because I did not have the mental capacity to do it, but I took it off the list for the day I had it, moved something simpler in that day, and everybody was fine. Everybody was fine. The kids had a great day. The teachers had a great day. Everything went well. One way that I did that, you guys, was I plan out my year. I plan out my months. I plan out my weeks. I plan out my days. Boom, 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 boom. So everything is planned. I'm going to make my plans for March when I get done doing this video. Every week will be planned. So every day will be planned. Every activity will have a spot in the week. Everything. I have conferences. I've got, group pictures. I've got all this other stuff, but it's in my calendar. It's set. It's ready. So if you do that work on the front end, because we never know when things are going to come up, right? I've got it in place. So it's that easy. If I need to take a couple weeks of family medical leave because I need to get my mom settled and I need to get her house emptied and sold, that's a benefit I work for. I also am going to be planned and ready to go if I choose to do that. So I want you to start thinking of your benefits as something that's supposed to benefit you. It's not supposed to benefit your school. It's to benefit you. It's not supposed to benefit your students. It's to benefit you. You are not selfish if you take a mental health day. You are smart and you are caring and you are caring about those kids. Because working when you've got nothing in your cup and it's totally empty, working with small children when you're in that position, it just makes a really hard job even harder. And it's going to take your mental health state from a low point to a lower point. And then you're really not going to be able to function. And you don't want to call your principal and just say, I can't take it. I can't even get out of bed this morning. I don't have a sub. I can't, you're putting them in crisis now, where if you would have just said, look, I know I'm going to need a mental health day. I'm going to take it. Let's find a sub. Do it when no one's in crisis, and everyone will thank you for it. Another thing you have to do besides being a planner and someone who's a little bit organized, and even if you're not, you guys, it's so easy. Watch some of my other videos about getting organized. It will change everything. I'm not kidding. One other thing that's super important is for you to begin your school year every year being a team player and being kind and generous and patient and loving with all the people that you work with. Even if you work with some difficult people, even if they're not sharing resources and ideas with you, share with them. Build that rapport and those relationships, so when your time comes that you need some help, they are more willing to step in and either help your subs or just help you. I've got doctor's appointments to take my mom to next week. People are shuffling their schedules for me so that I'm covered for the extra few minutes I have to leave on those days this week. And that doesn't happen by magic. I've worked hard on being generous, being kind, being loving, and supporting them when they've needed support. So now they are right there to support me. Another thing is to realize that you don't have to be the best teacher in the whole school every single day, and realize your best changes with whatever circumstances are surrounding you. You're the best teacher in the whole school when everything in your life is going right, but you're the best teacher you can be for the teacher that's going through putting your mom in assisted living, dealing with the death of her father, dealing with an unemployed spouse with cancer, dealing with chronic back pain, dealing with whatever you're dealing with. You can only be your best on that given day. So give yourself the grace to just be whatever that person is. The kids are still going to love you. They're still going to have a good experience. You know what to do. You've got things in place. It doesn't have to be the best day ever every day. Sometimes it's just got to be the best day it can be in the current circumstances. That is one thing teaching during COVID told me. You never knew what was going to happen. So give yourself grace, give yourself permission, get a little organized so that when things do come up, you are ready for it. Let other people take over when you can't do it. But I guess the most important thing is to really be there for yourself, to really notice and be in touch with how you are feeling. You spend every single day as an early childhood educator with your finger on the pulse of all those kids and your aides. You are feeling it all out all the time. Somebody had a new sibling, somebody's dog died. You are giving them what they need. You're giving them that extra love, that extra attention, that extra patience. You are turning a blind eye to some behavior if you know that a child is just not themselves because, grandma's sick and mom's, in North Dakota visiting or whatever. You need to do that for yourself. Take your own temperature, take your own pulse, see how you're feeling, and then give yourself what you need. And it's not just that glass of wine and that bubble bath at the end of the day. It is, hey, I think we've got enough eyes on the playground. I need to take a minute. I need to take 5 minutes and just have some quiet for a second. So communicating that lets those people that you work with and you work for know something's up and you might need a little time. And then you will be amazed that those people, if they see you're having extra stuff on you, they step up their game and they fill in the gaps that you're not seeing anymore because you can't, because your cup is empty. So, you know, I hope that if you are dealing with something like this right now, that you take advantage of the benefits that you work for, that are in your contract. You work for those are for you. That you really pay attention to your needs and that you take time to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself is so much more than just self-care. So, all you early childhood teachers, you know your job is hard. You know that you might start with your cup full every single day, but it is emptied by the end. So if your cup is already near empty, it's not going to get more full. Yeah, those hugs, the I love you, the pictures they draw, all that helps fill your cup a little bit. But sometimes when you're going through something really hard in your life, you just need to take a break from being the one that's loving and taking care of everyone else. So that is my advice to you today, and I hope all of you heed it. And if you're not in that mode right now, trust me, things come up in life. You will be in the future. I hope you remember this, and I hope you remember to take care of yourself, to use those benefits that you work for, and, you know, just to be ready for it. Always be prepared. Always, always. You'll benefit from it. Your class will benefit from it. And whoever has to come in and help you out one day will benefit from it. So thanks so much for listening. Hit the subscribe button. Look at some of my other videos for some organization tips. I'll try to leave a link in my description to one or two of my favorites. But bye. Thanks for watching.